YouTube, how's it going? Well, going pretty good, I think. Actually getting a second blog in a few days here like this, so that's good. Yeah. Anywho, in the previous video, in the comments, there were a lot of people talking about how they couldn't hear me over the background music, which I find kind of puzzling, really. But for this video, I have reduced the volume of the background music audio track by 6 decibels, which is like cutting it in half twice, because change it by 3 is half. Well, to reduce it by 3 is cutting it in half. To increase it by 3 is doubling it. So yeah. The point being, it should be much easier to hear me speaking even with the background music going, which will now be much farther into the background. What I don't understand is why that has become an issue now. Because I created this project template in Sony Vegas years and years ago, like in 2010. And it's been pretty much since then that I haven't touched the volume on the background music. I haven't. It's been low, barely audible background. And why that is suddenly so much louder, I don't know. But I have not changed that part of that project template in at least 7 or 8 years. Yeah. So no idea there, but I should sound much better now. Anyway, something I started using not too awfully long ago is this stevia stuff. Finally got it in in an actual container with the actual stuff in it, instead of having to use or deal with little packets of it, because those little packets are infuriating. It is so difficult for my gigantic fingers to deal with those packets. It's frustrating. I don't like them. And so, got this. Now, this thing, 9.8 ounces, 280 grams, and it's proven effective as a suitable substitute for sugar. It doesn't taste nasty, doesn't have a nasty aftertaste, and it doesn't make the coffee bad. So that's great. So when this container ran out, got a bigger container. Now this one is 9.7 ounces, 275 grams. What? Yeah. This thing is a much larger container than this. In fact, this could be filled at least 5 times from that. And this is a pretty good sized container. I've already filled this out of it once, and yeah, there's a lot still in there. And, well, certain labeling information doesn't seem to jive from one to the other. Like the small container, serving size 3/4 teaspoon, that's 3.5 grams. On the larger container, serving size 2 teaspoons, which is 1 gram. Excuse me? It's the same stuff. This is stevia, made with stevia extract by Great Value. Great Value does both of them. And this stuff just doesn't jive at all. It's like this one, total sugars 1 gram, including 1 gram of added sugars. Okay. The bigger package, not a significant source of cholesterol, dietary fiber, total sugars, added sugars, vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium. In other words, zero, or effectively zero. It's not statistically significant enough to even mention. Yeah. This one right here, it says 80 servings per container. This one, 275 servings per container. But look at the size of this thing and the size of that. Huh? That is just, it doesn't work. You know, it doesn't add up right. You know, and most people would completely miss this stuff because, let's face it, most people don't pay that much attention to labels, even when they bother to look at them. You know, you might look for one or two numbers on a label, like most people will look for calories, they'll look for carbohydrates. Some people might be looking at sodium levels, which is of course zero here, and so on. But they don't really pay a whole lot of attention to it. And it really can bite you sometimes when you compare, like the label on this to the label on that, and find out that even though each container theoretically has the same stuff in it, the nutritional labels don't add up. It just doesn't work. That's goofy, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so. What is your thoughts on it? Anyway, I am going to shut up. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.
Mr. TinFoilChef.